What's going on, everybody? So an exciting new episode of The Mandalorian, coming off of last week's high with Ahsoka Tano. I didn't know what to expect this week. We could have got another Jedi, or we could have explored other things, but we got something that we have really been looking forward to, Boba Fett. And what I love about this episode is that we dive into Boba in the suit, and we get to see him take down some stormtroopers like they're nothing, guys. That was probably the most exciting part of this episode. Oh my god, guys. Warning, spoilers. I'm sorry I didn't let you know, but I will let you know down on the title. We are diving into spoilers for this episode of The Mandalorian titled The Tragedy, which we do see a bit of a tragedy happen. Moff Gideon finally tracks down Mando, and Baby Yoda is meditating on that rock that Ahsoka was telling him to. And unfortunately, that is cut off because Moff Gideon and his dark troopers come down, they kidnap Baby Yoda, and now Mando is on a pursuit for pretty much his child. Let's be real, the child is like his son. Grogu, oh my god, I'm gonna be calling him Baby Yoda for a long time, but it's so sad to see Grogu get ripped away from Mando like that. But now there is this urgency. Mando's like, I gotta get the kid back. He goes to get some help from Cara Dune to track down Moff Gideon. And then we see Moff Gideon walking around in his ship, and we see something pretty crazy happen. Again, spoilers. Baby Yoda, aka Grogu, is using his force abilities to fling stormtroopers around. He's crushing their bodies against each other. He's choking one. And it is leading me to believe that Moff Gideon is training him up to be a weapon, essentially. And that sucks. I want to know so much more about Moff Gideon's plans, and I feel like there are so many things they can do with that. But as it stands, it looks to me like he is training Baby Yoda or Grogu. Oh my god, I'm going to do that for a while. It seems to me that he's training Grogu to almost be a dark side of the Force user, or to harness the power of the Darksaber and use that in some capacity. It's very sad seeing Grogu mistreated like this. It is a tragedy, but going back to Boba Fett, wow, he laid out some stormtroopers in this episode. There's a great gun battle sequence. The lady from season 1 that we thought was dead, and there was some boots that walked up next to her, that was definitely Boba on Tatooine. He didn't dive too deep into what happened to him and the Sarlacc pit and all that, but we do know that he suffered through a lot on Tatooine, and I really like that we didn't dance too much backstory in there, because then it gives us a little bit more time to flesh him out as the series is ending, because him and that lady are working with Mando now. So I love that. She's a sharpshooter, and she was taking out all these stormtroopers. Couldn't do it alone. Mando comes up to help, but guess who ends up saving the day? Boba Fett. Oh my gosh, guys. This is what we wanted to see. We want more Boba in the series, but all in all, I will say this episode is a shorter one. It is a bit of, I don't want to even say it's a detour. It really is following the plot, and it's following Moff Gideon, and we get to see that he's got a plan behind the scenes, something going on with Grogu, and unfortunately Grogu got ripped away from Mando, but this does give us a look into Grogu's power and his abilities. He can do quite a bit. To be able to fling stormtroopers around, that takes some training. So he has definitely been trained, and just like Ahsoka had said last episode, he's been through some training, and we can see that here. It sounds to me like Moff Gideon is prepping him up for something, and also absorbing the Force from him. There's so many theories that could be talked about, but I want to hear what you guys think about this episode of The Mandalorian. I really liked it. Is it the strongest in the season? No. Is it the best in the season? After last week, it's gonna be hard to top that. But I did love getting to see Boba in action, taking down some stormtroopers. I absolutely loved that bit. And I really like just getting to see gun battles. And what I like about The Mandalorian is that there's a big emphasis on that, fighting against these stormtroopers with guns. And this is a Western series. Like, it pretty much incorporates elements of Westerns into the Star Wars world. So that's what I want to see. I want to see some guns, y'all. And they gave that to us in this episode with Boba. And I want to say that this is a quick episode. I mean, it was almost 30 minutes. I mean, without the credits, I want to say it was about 30 minutes. So a lot happened in this episode, everybody. Well, I don't even want to say a lot happened, but the plot advanced and we get Moff Gideon back in the fray. And now Mando is working with Boba Fett. So I'm excited and I hope we get to see like some dark trooper showdown, gun downs between Mando and Boba. Like, oh my gosh, I'm happy as hell about this collaboration with Boba and Mando, and I'm looking forward to more. This episode, while I love that Boba moment, and I love getting to learn a few more details about Moff Gideon, it's not entirely packed with too many details and so many reveals. There's more to the armor than meets the eye. You know, he actually explored his name and his father's name in the Mandalorian code, or brought up something on his armor. But there's not a ton in this episode. Like, besides that gun battle, that's most of the episode, and it takes place on this planet for most of the episode. So now we're on the run for Baby Yoda. We're trying to get Baby Yoda back. Oh my gosh, I'm going to do that so much. We're trying to get Grogu back, and I can't wait to see what the rest of this season of The Mandalorian has in store. I'm thinking there might be a showdown between Moff Gideon and Mando. You know, he's got the spear still, the Beskar spear. Oh, how could I forget his ship got destroyed? But he's got the Beskar spear, and he's probably going to use that against Moff Gideon in a final showdown. And I'm sure our boy Mando is going to take him down. But hey, I wouldn't be upset with Ahsoka coming back and fighting Moff Gideon either. We'll just have to wait and see, guys. Let me know your thoughts, predictions, and what you thought about this episode down in the comments, everybody. And we will see you next time on Geekly Goods.